to make it like less awkward. But yeah, this one looks a bit like Coffee Talk. I'm not sure whether it's by the same developers or not, but you run a tavern and you get to know different characters in the game. And apparently the kind of advice you give them also influences the story. So I think that's gonna be pretty interesting. Okay, how's the volume? It seems alright. I'm just gonna put it slightly lower. Text speed can be real fast for me, or maybe just down by one. Okay, font size, animated text, large general UI. Keyboard alerts full screen. I'm gonna push down the volume by a little more. My pronouns are she, her, so we're gonna go by she, her. Okay. There are 4 chairs that I can see. Oh, she looks so sweet. Hiya, Inkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes, yes, all fine and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster or a mushroom mimic, maybe a gnome. Did it? No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great! I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same Amarithian Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts, walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut, just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, I think that counts as a mistake. So what you're saying is that you're missing some spice? Oh, no, no, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about spice in your life. Ah, oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlics, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on your life? Do you guys know, chat? I feel like it's been alright. Starbucks has been oddly adding olive oil to your... That what? Why? That's so strange. Like, life isn't bad, but it's also not particularly fun. Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery, fiery. Go to the theater or gala, arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly really high? Yes, I think that's the point. I'm afraid of heights, and of people, and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not telling of a tale? Oh, no worries, Kitashi! Welcome back! So, happy Hararaya Hachi to everybody who celebrates, and today we're playing some more Steam demos. I'm not gonna be streaming for long though, so this is the second stream I'm having today. Ooh, there's a crow! How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to a song I start writing. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. A pretty nymph? That's pretty daring. Of course it is. That's the point. Finding them enjoying themselves in the water. The sun shining through the treetops, making the stream glistening and fragmented like a divine beauty. Oh no, your stream streak! I'm so sorry. I'm sure you'll get it back though. Don't worry about it. I would love to sing about the exciting magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. As long as I can see him. Aww, thank you, Kitashi. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Sure, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a feather-light nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want me to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering... I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes, tutorial. Oh no! Mystery was... Oh no, wait! I'm so sorry about that one. I was here on the Uh-oh. I apologize. How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. Hello, Andu. Oh, Andu's a little creature over there. Marhime Adane can't say no. It broke people's streak. I'm sorry. I don't know. Where do we start? Oh no, Brad. No. I start by figuring out what patrons want. Okay. So a swift strike is still 33. Oh, then I guess it doesn't really... I guess it's just the number of streams you manage to catch, maybe? Or the number of days? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not gonna read too much of the whole thing. What if you picked the wrong one? Is it with a sponge? Sponge! There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds tasty. I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Okay. Alright. I'm guessing dexterity is this, right? Swift strike. Be a leaf on the wind with the swift strike. This must have for any dexterity devoted adventurer. Okay. What do I do? And how do I increase? Oh, I have to increase a little bit of brain and a little bit of this too. Ah, okay, that's interesting. I see. What? It just appears as the thing. It actually does teleport. Of course it does. What do you think was happening? Why does the bar have a froggy messenger? His name is Andu and he's my little assistant, I think. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but what? Never mind. Oh, who's this mysterious character? He's not saying anything. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right, what kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Okay. Spoken heart. That would be this. Where's the crown? We're gonna need about 3 helpings or 2. Then we need a sword. The sword one is... Oh, that's intelligence. Sword. 1 for... 1 shield. And... Is that it? Or do I need 1 more crown? Spoken heart! He's so cute! This should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. He just left! Alright. The brooding type, I see. Just my type. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. Good night, good night. See you, Tivo. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand. That I'm running away from where I belong. We're rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods like a stream that ripples down the mountain. The birds and the trees, we keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And that's what you want to do? Yes, no, not really. I want to experience things outside of the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for the same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if it's wrong to leave though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. She's so sweet. Alright, did we meet anyone else? I hope that she's doing alright, and I wonder what— oh! Who's this? They look fierce! Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep? Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carleen. You can call me Car or Lynn, couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. Oh, no quest for me. But I may have one for you, or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble in Tragarin? Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program? A werewolf? That's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Erevath. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up, like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah, that just split society into two camps, Team Werewolf or Team Vampire. Which one are you, Innkeep? Team Werewolf. Is it the fur or the pecs? Neither. Question about experiences with the other camp more so. I'm itching to ask for the details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, that's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you you could pass as a werewolf? Yes, all the time, at least twice a day. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yeah. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Not a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon, you can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care to check. Either way, that southern werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works. On a dog, trust me. Good to know. That's not that hard, either Carleen, Car, or Lynn. Gotcha, Carleen. Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Plain hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered-down muck instead. Okay, she's kind of fierce. I'm a little scared of her, but also kind of attracted to her. Okay, let's see. Southern Brawler. That's a lot of strength, right? I think so. Okay, let's do one shield, one charisma, and we got ourselves a Southern Brawler. Lovely. Oh, see, you have a good dental appointment. A drink with 0 water as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will ya? Nah. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her and make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that, yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open up wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly for philosophizing. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. Alright, well then, if you find any more rumors for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf, don't do groups, but sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. Oh, part of the tutorial now. I could use some help. Fine, I guess I got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. I think the best next step would be sorting out the match and snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over, and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select the quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it? Thank you for your help, Carleen. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. A werewolf. A werewolf. Okay. Werewolf, a werewolf. A werewolf. Okay. Usual amount of undead, a banshee. So these two are together. A werewolf on detours. Assigned off by Innkeep. That's me. Alright. We managed to publish a quest. We are feeding our undo. We made 3 drinks. I'm excited to see where things go from here. The little werewolf drawing. Yeah, it's so cute. We're a little artist in this game too. Oh, is this our tavern? It's so comfortable. Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn. 2, Prelude to Bravery. Okay, let's play one more day and then we'll call it a day, I guess. for now. Oh, Fable's here. Is she going for a quest? What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregorin. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even, preferably one who's good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. Ah, I'm good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. And? Maybe I want the quest? Just maybe? No. Not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forest. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you've got silver arrows for your birthday last year and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree will be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. This is called Tavern Talk. It's very similar to Coffee Talk from what I hear, but I haven't played Coffee Talk, so I don't know. So right now I'm just voicing the characters so that you guys have an idea what's going on. I'm also having fun giving them a little bit of a personality. So this is Fable. She was here with us yesterday, and we are playing as Inkeep, named Inkeep. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I! Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime, a frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Need to add the VA It would be fun, I think. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water, more slimes, bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Ah, maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Oh, see you, Dark. Have a good one. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general, I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest, it seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on the quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a good start for a song, right? Rimuru has been there? Rimuru mentioned? The prelude of an epic fable. The protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats that they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventurers that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Murray Morgan incident, or my first encounter with the Amarithian Hydra, or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. The Mary Morgan incident? Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank Gaia word didn't get around. It was my very first adventure, the chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? An adventuring party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvian spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night, and the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Terragram recommended me. I agreed to help, of course, my first adventure, yay! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So of course it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I'd never got lost in the woods before, but this time I did. I couldn't see well, there was blood rushing in my ears, and I felt dizzy. So, for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take, past the riverbanks of the shiny Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right to her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot on the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have let them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quagmire Grove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. Your first encounter of the Hydra? Well, just a day after it arrived to the portal to the dream plane Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven. But I thought since it had fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthian Hydra. And I have this whole speech prepared about how I've been looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat, but it was so tall and intimidating I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as gilded ice, some things are changing as Leviathan seas. All chimeras hate mice, all hydras love teas." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthian Hydra had given me a riddle, a quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure, but I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left and I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore and ran back, apologized and begged it for an answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it, some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Wood halves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. I suppose you have a point. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass it by except for me. I'd get caught in it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had just been once. It seemed like in my life only follows the path that's most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill me. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to get fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make for a nice bouquet, you know. Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. Hi, Sissy Kwamkwa. Look at me and we're playing Tavern Talk. But me being me, I confused them with their evil twin, the weeping Amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. There's nothing wrong with picking flowers. There is if they're the wrong flowers. Imagine if I had offered them to the adventurers, or even worse, the Hydra! That would have been so embarrassing. I don't think gifting others flowers makes them a little to make them a little happier is embarrassing, and it would have made for a good story to laugh about together. I don't think they would have laughed about it with me, more at me. Maybe they will laugh with you if you choose not to run away. You seem to assign a cruel sense of humor to people that haven't actually shown you such a thing yet. Not everyone thinks about you the way you think about yourself. That would be nice. Innkeeper? Yes? Do you like spending time with me? Yes, Fable, I do. Really? Of course. Seeing your face in my tavern brightens even the cloudiest of days. Please never stop coming around. I won't. You make me feel a lot less alone. Thank you. That's because you're not alone, not as long as my tavern and I are here. You better not go anywhere. Not planning on it. Anyhow, you seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? It would be so crushing if you said no now. I think she will say something like, "That's understandable," or something like that. You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I just seem to get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find out then. Like, on a quest? For example? Don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they've got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh, and besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I'm a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and a future hero, charmer of nymphs, and I'm going to embark on this quest and save the villagers, and I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yeah, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity? If I want to fight it, I'm gonna need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy. Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all and it only needs a pep talk. Maybe we could even be friends? But I would need someone with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave that choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Backseat mixing! I really want her to feel a bit more confident, so I think a spoken heart would be good. That's the one with more charisma, right? Okay. Yeah, let's do charisma for her. I feel like she deserves to have a little more confidence. I think it would also be interesting if she manages to convince the werewolf to come along, and maybe we'll get to meet them too. But that's something that we won't get to know until after her quest is done. And for all we know, we've doomed her to be eaten. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. Farming? No, wait, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tragogrant, and I'm gonna protect them all. Or talk them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I need to get started. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Becoming the werewolf tamer, she does attract bad things, so maybe it's time to attract bad boy werewolves. Oh my god. Bards do love their charisma. I feel like she really needs a little bit of it. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday, and how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, so... I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be a fire resistant. And consumption can pass on to models like us? Exactly! I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's very thoughtful of you. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Of course! I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. Aw, I'm so glad that she feels more confident. I hope Fable will be alright. I really do. I wonder what their path of faith took. Maybe a zesty one. I hope I was able to help. Oh, that's the end of the demo! That's so nice. Okay, well, I hope that we get to see more.
The Wayfarer's Inn is a place where you meet
I hope that we will see more of Fable. That was great. They got a little group photo. I know! I didn't expect that. That is so cute. Alright, I'm glad that we managed to try Tavern Talk. That was really nice. Okay, I think we have... Oh gosh, it's already 3. They left us with a cliffhanger? Yeah, but I look forward to the full game's release. I don't know when it's gonna be releasing though. Alright, I gotta start, like... Is the VA the voice? Who, me? Aw, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed.